This is the Hot Wheels 1969 International Collector's Catalog. This has a lot of very similar cars to the catalog that I just looked at prior to this one in episode 1. But what I like about this one is it has action shots. And you'll see what I mean. It kind of like this. This catalog is very different than the other one because it has the Ford Mark IV on the front. But it's like this one, they took a lot more time to take better pictures of the cars. So I'm going to do like I did in the previous episode as well and show bigger images of each page as I go through it. I like the picture of the silhouette. I think that's just a cool picture of it. It also, this shows the Lotus Turbine, and it makes it look so boxy, it's not even funny. Action shot of the twin mill, the McLaren. The paint doesn't look good on the McLaren. Let's see. The Indy Eagle, the Diora. The Diora, it's a dark picture of the Diora. And for all the credit I give them in the other images, some of the pictures aren't that flattering. But heck, I was a kid back then. You know, would it have mattered? Heck no. I think this is a picture of an actual Ford Vicky. It may be a Hot Wheels. It's interesting. The way they did it, it makes it look real. The Mercedes, that's not a picture that was going to sell a lot of them. Police Cruiser, the Shelby Turbine, the Python looks good. Interesting thing about the Volkswagen Beach Bomb. Take a good look at that picture. It's the rear loading Beach Bomb, the rare one, the one that wouldn't go through the accelerator. Now I can't even think of the name of it, but we'll get to it in a minute. It's in the catalog. The one I talked about in the previous episode that I had as a kid that I loved. Yeah, I'm having an old man brain fart. The pictures are cool. You can tell they tried to be fancy. There's the Ford Mark IV. Chaparral. I think in the previous one it was white. This one they at least show it with some color. Just cool pictures. A lot more thought went into the pictures. Really nice picture of the Camaro. And then just as I'm complimenting them on the pictures, there's this terrible one of the Charger that's got to be olive. And it's not working. Spectral Flame Color Guide, I have to laugh at that because while it's showing the colors, it doesn't capture the beauty of the Spectra Flame paint. So maybe it was just a limitation of the printing process, something like that. Now to the car cases. We're already on the car cases. And later catalogs, there's a lot more pictures of cars, a lot more cars available. But adjustable car cases, the rally cases, love the rally cases when I was a kid. Again, that weird generic miniature car carrying case. Supercharger. That's what I couldn't think of. Supercharger. Yeah, I loved the Supercharger as a kid. Only this one, this is the double. Yeah, two-way Superchargers. Mine was like a single, and I had to stack them to do a two-way Supercharger. This actually has the upper and lower levels built into a single unit. This one had two of them. This must have been a really big set. 44 feet of track. Yeah, that's a healthy amount of track. Rally and freeway kit. I think I remember seeing the rally case up on trestles. I vaguely remember that because I vaguely still remember thinking it was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. I don't know. I didn't care for the look it blocked what you were trying to watch. I don't remember the tall lap counter either. Yeah, see, this is the kind of supercharger I had, just like the single like that. And then you could stack it using trestles, or you could actually turn it and set one on the other and have it like for a figure eight. That's an interesting set because it only had one trestle. It's kind of sad. Supercharger Sprint set. That's kind of nice. Supercharger accessories. And here they're showing there's the supercharger, which is the single unit. And for those who don't know what the supercharger was, it basically was a set of wheels inside that the car would go into, and the wheels would turn and shoot it through it. I don't know why I think of an old pitching machine in a way, or the spinning wheels that shoot the baseball out. It's basically what this did with the car. And there's the double supercharger, the two-way supercharger, the lap counter, which was fancy, a lot fancier than I really don't remember having one of those. Nice curves in that race action set, the Hot Curves race action set, Double Dare race action set. I remember the loops because I don't know if you can tell it here, but I'm sure some of you remember that the loops, it's like they were just the base portion and you looped a piece of track to complete the loop, to actually make the loop. It wasn't like a formed piece, a completely formed loop. You used the track to make the loop, as I recall. Strip action set. This strip action set is probably what I should get for here at the house. So that's about all I can do is one single strip going somewhere. I don't have room to do figure eights and stuff. Of course, yeah, this is the house. I'm in the house I grew up in as a child. There's just more crap in it now. And my parents were very kind, and when I set something up, I could just set it up in the living room or wherever. I think I did in the backyard, though, a lot of times, too. Do not remember the Hot Wheels pop-up playsets at all. Service Center and Speed Shop, and apparently they're like a book that opens up, and it pops up out of the middle. 3D buildings pop up. 4-color silk screening, washable vinyl. I'm sure that came in handy. Accessory action packs. Oh, they're showing the loop as one piece. I swear I think it was a piece of track, though, that clipped onto it. And it was just the base. I remember the funny clamps. They were cool, though. They were interestingly thought out, how they had fittings for track on all sides of it, so you could just clamp it onto anything and hold track. Hot Wheels Action City, 6 pop-up buildings with drive-in, drive-through doors. Don't remember that at all. Which is probably a good thing I don't remember all these things. I'm sure as a kid, I probably knew everything about these things. And I'm sure that, they were in the Sears catalog, too, the Christmas catalog, the Book of Dreams. Hot Wheels Talking Service Center. It looks like it has a pull string on it. That's funny. 10 action phrases plus 3 play levels. That's great. The wall plaques. I've never seen those. I mean, other than in the catalogs, I've never seen them out in the wild either. Hot Wheels Wipe Out board game. That's interesting. And then finally, the collector's log. Pretty cool. I hope you all like this look back at the 1969 International Collector's Catalog. When we get to the next Hot Wheels catalog, it takes a big jump, as I recall, as to what they're offering. Matchbox catalogs are super thick at this point. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.